All right, people. First day of March. I took off yesterday because I wanted to start over fresh. New month, new content. Hit the buttons, sub, like. Check out my website, madblackentertainment.com. And what I got for y'all? I got your boy. Do not redeem. Mr. Dragon Ball Redeem himself. Trying to keep the hype going. It done died down. There's nothing to talk about. They got a long wait after this little event before they get any Dragon Ball. But it doesn't stop these dudes from keeping the train rolling. I ain't gonna keep y'all. Let's get into it. Do not redeem.
This is huge, and honestly, it's been way too long. We're talking about something that hasn't happened in years. The latest issue of Jump magazine just dropped, and for the first time since the Tournament of Power ended over 8 years ago, it has pages dedicated exclusively to the Dragon Ball Super anime. We are finally getting new info on both the Moro saga and the newly announced remake of the series, starting with the Battle of Gods arc. Let's break it all down. First up, the Moro saga. Jump dedicated a full page to it, and it has absolutely lit a fire under the entire fandom.
That's not true. The I don't know, the fervor around this has fell off. Like that first couple of days, they were all making videos. It was all just getting all kinds of views. But they done slowly started doing this because they know that now that that's over, they got a long wait before there's any kind of Dragon Ball whatsoever. So now they're back to fan manga, making up stuff, fake theories, fake everything, fake rumors, fake leaks. It's all fake. And it's hilarious that people like this, do not redeem, keep on saying that it's lit a fire under the fandom. The fandom is literally fell back off to where it was. This is completely untrue. All you got to do is just go and look. They're not even uploading that many videos like they were. They took advantage of that little event. They knew they could get views. They got them. I'm not hating on them. But now it done fell off. Now they got to actually come up with content ideas. They got to actually come up with something to talk about.
We see that previously released poster art of Goku and Vegeta, but now they are sporting the Galactic Patrol insignia, confirming their temporary alliance with the Intergalactic Police Force.
Oh yeah, because we didn't know that. We didn't know that this happened in the manga at all. This is brand new information, boys and girls. Breaking news! They're wearing a new insignia on their clothes. Okay, I'll say it again. Do not redeem.
But the real bombshell is the very first official anime image of Moro, the terrifying planet eater, alongside a description that makes everything official. It confirms that production on the long-awaited continuation of the Dragon Ball Super anime has officially been greenlit. In the manga, this was the Galactic Patrol Prisoner arc. In the anime, it will be the direct follow-up to the Universe Survival arc, where Goku and Vegeta face off against a ruthless new villain, Moro.
Yeah, a ruthless new villain who they beat on some basic humbug crap. They beat him on some what is it? Some Naruto Sasano crap from Goku. Lend me your energy, please. Because every fight he wins is usually that way. Lend me your energy, or Spirit Bomb, or some lame Kamehameha. It's always the same with Goku. It never changes, and honestly, I don't even care at this point. It's just hilarious.
The description also gives a huge shout out to Toyotaro.
Oh, and people always talk about me doing some editing on my videos or what. I don't need to. All I got to do is show they videos with all this stupid editing and just sit myself in front of it. And there you go. You got your editing. Hope you're happy.
Calling Moro out as the
do not redeem
terrifying energy-absorbing villain he originally drew for the manga. This is a big deal because his credit was strangely missing from a recent event, sparking a ton of fan concern. This official mention in Jump completely clears the air, confirming Toyotaro is getting his due as the master artist behind Moro's terrifying design. This isn't just
his design is not terrifying. He looks like, honestly, he looks like a fan-made character. If I'm gonna keep it real, he looks like a fan-made, fan manga, fan art character. He really does. And I've noticed a lot of Dragon Ball now, a lot of the characters look like some fan art that they got off the internet. And that's because they're lazy. They're lazy. They're taking fan ideas and using it to make movies and episodes and stuff. That's what. Where do you think you got the Beast Gohan from? That was an internet transformation. Dragon Ball honestly is worthless. It should have been ended a long time ago. But since they decided to keep it going, I just decide I'm gonna keep roasting it. Do not redeem. I'm gonna have fun with this.
Another villain. He's a cosmic level threat who can drain the life force from entire planets, putting even Goku and Vegeta on the ropes. It promises a saga that's darker, more strategic, and more devastating than anything we've seen before.
No, it doesn't. Because if you've seen the manga, it doesn't promise any of that. It ends the same way every fight ends. Lend me your energy, please. It ends just like that.
But that's not all. The V-Jump leak also reveals a second page focused entirely on the Dragon Ball Super remake. It officially announces the broadcast of an enhanced version titled...
Imagine hyping people up over a remake. That's not even a remake. It's a remaster. We all need to change the verbiage. We need to change the words that we use. This is not a remake. This is a remaster. They are taking the same old episodes, adding better color, better graphics, and they're deleting episodes that they think are unnecessary. But this is not a remake. This is a remaster.
Dragon Ball Super Enhanced. And the details are insane. They're talking about a complete overhaul in visual impact and immersion using the latest tech.
Exactly. Visual impact. That means they're changing the way it looks, but they're not changing the story. You've already seen it.
Looking at completely renewed image, sound, and composition, tons of new cuts, and a full re-recording of every single shot. The goal is to express Akira Toriyama's original vision more faithfully than ever. This isn't just a touch-up, it's a definitive edition of the Battle of Gods arc.
It's a touch-up. This guy he's a hype monger. This is a touch-up. Don't get it twisted, boys and girls. This is a touch-up. Okay? They're trying to make this seem like it's better than it is. Do not redeem.
With modern animation standards, confirmed for a fall 2026 release. This is shaping up to be one of the most ambitious projects in the franchise's recent history. So, the plan is clear. The Battle of Gods remake kicks off this year, marking the start of this enhanced Dragon Ball Super project. The logical next steps would be to progressively adapt the Resurrection F arc, the Universe 6 tournament.
But they don't know that. This is all speculation. They don't know that. They have no idea whatsoever what's going to happen after the first one. There's been no updates, whatever. These fanboys are the ones that put these fake timelines together. They did this. This wasn't put out by Toei or Bird Studios or Capsule Corp. This was made by fans, so you can't trust it.
The Goku Black saga, the Tournament of Power, and eventually that epic Galactic Patrol prisoner arc where Moro finally makes his animated debut. This isn't just about fixing old animation, it's about building a unified, definitive path from the beginning all the way to the post-Tournament of Power material. Now the big question, when do we see more? Get this, Dragon Ball Super's remake will have its own exclusive panel at the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour event on April 19th. Given that the last major event was packed with unexpected announcements, you know this one is going to be huge.
No, it's not. They're going to mostly be talking about video games. You're not going to get that many more announcements on this. You might get maybe a new trailer or something, but that's about it. You're not going to get much else. But as you can see from Do Not Redeem, they have to hype it up. They have no choice because the views have started going back down. If you look at his channel, he was getting 20, 30, 40,000 views for these little videos. Now it done went back down to like 2,000, 3,000 views because the enthusiasm done wore off. It's done went down. It's done. But hey, you ain't got to take my word for it. What do I know, right?
Bandai Namco and Toei always use this stage to drop major news. This panel is shaping up to be one of the most historic and...
This is not true. They do not always use this stage to drop major news because Battle Hour has been going on for a long time, and when have they dropped anything? Up until recently, what have they dropped? Nothing. They haven't said a word. So the idea that they use this stage to drop stuff is just simply not true.
Talked about moments for the franchise this year, and with the fall 2026 release date in mind, it's highly likely we'll get a brand new trailer on April 19th, perfectly following the same hype building strategy they used for Dragon Ball Daima. This is the moment we've been waiting for.
Not redeem. This is the moment they've been waiting for. I ain't been waiting for it, but you know what? I'll take what I can get at this point. It is what it is. I took two of his videos and pasted them together because his videos are like 2, 3 minutes long, sometimes four, and you have to do two of them together to make it even remotely worth it. I plan on dropping videos until I'm off work, and then once I'm off work, I'll do some live streaming.
Massive news for all you Dragon Ball fans out there. We've got some mind-blowing updates circling.
Massive news, mind-blowing updates. Why does he use words like this? There's nothing mind-blowing about this. This is just regular stuff. But they have to try to make it seem like it's so much more than that, and it's just not.
Around our favorite series, and I'm breaking it all down for you right now. Let's get into it. First up, mark your calendars for March 28th and 29th. These dates could go down in history for the franchise. We're expecting some major news.
None of these dates go down in history. Some of y'all can't even tell me when Dragon Ball Super was first announced. None of these dates go down in history. Why does he say stuff like this? Nobody cares.
Regarding the rumored Dragon Ball Super remake and the highly anticipated Moro arc. Both projects are confirmed to have a presence at the Toei Animation booth during Anime Japan 2026. They're setting up a special exhibition focused on these new productions, which practically guarantees we're getting some new promotional material.
No, it doesn't. It guarantees that fans are going to come through and spend money, but it doesn't guarantee that you're getting anything. That's just simply not true. And there's no way of knowing if you're going to get anything.
Now, keeping it real, the chances of a full second trailer dropping right there are pretty low based on how they usually pace their marketing. But it is highly likely we'll get official details, new key visuals, or light promo teasers to feed the hype. If you are following this new era of Dragon Ball, that weekend is an absolute must-watch. But wait, it gets better. A special panel is officially locked in for the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour.
Do not redeem.
On April 18th and 19th. This is where the internet could actually break.
Here we go with that. See, this is what I'm talking about. Make your content. But this idea that the internet's gonna break, even when they done this stupid event where they announced this crap, the internet didn't break. There was a ton of people on YouTube who never seen it and don't care. Because the Dragon Ball community is this big compared to the rest of YouTube. All those people that watch all those other anime, they didn't watch it. They don't care. Why do you think the views are going down for these channels? Why do you think less and less people watching this stuff? Because there's such a small niche little audience. Nobody really gives a rip. But they got to try to make, oh, it's going to break the internet. Do not redeem.
Everything points to a massive top-tier presentation carefully planned to drop strategic info on the Super remake. We might hear from the production team, get technical details.
We might hear from them. Might. It ain't, we're guaranteed to hear from them. We might hear from them.
Details on the upgraded version and even see visual comparisons between the original series and the new animation. Think back to the marketing for Dragon Ball Daima. They were calculated, dropping new trailers every couple of months leading up to the premiere.
I didn't see any trailers for Daima. I don't know what he's talking about.
It makes perfect sense that they'd use that same staircase marketing strategy here. The odds are looking very good that this panel gives us an extended teaser or even a second trailer showing more footage of the Beerus arc.
Why do we need it? Everybody's seen Beerus 100 times. So why do we need another trailer of something we've already seen? And I think this is going to bomb out. I don't even think this is going to be that big of a deal. Everybody is going to watch it, but they're going to watch it just so it can hurry up and pass so they can try to get to what they really want to see, which is the Moro stuff. Nobody wants to see all these other arcs all over again. They're just going to do it because that's what Dragon Ball fans do.
Keep the community hype. Moving on, we have some bittersweet news. The Dragon Ball Super animated series is finally taking up space in V-Jump magazine again. We aren't talking about Daima or the movies. We are talking about the mainline anime, which hasn't had a major update since 2018. The promotional spread features both the Beerus arc remake and the Moro saga, and for the very first time, we get an official, full-color look at Moro, the Planet Eater.
We've already had a full-color look at this dude. There's been full-color of him for a long time. It's been on the internet for a long time. I don't know why he's trying to pretend like this is the first time we've seen this character in color. because it's simply not true.
He looks absolutely intimidating.
No, he doesn't. He looks terrible. But, you know, like I said, what do I know? I'm just a Dragon Ball hater. And even though I get everything right every time I mention this trash, I'm just a hater. I don't know nothing.
Even better, Toyotaro gets explicitly credited for the villain's original manga design.
Who cares if he get credited? This has been killing me. The fanboys have been crying their eyes out because Toyotaro hasn't been getting credited for stuff. Who cares? I thought y'all just wanted your series. Why do you care who gets the damn credit? Do not redeem. It doesn't matter.
Giving him his flowers validates his massive creative contribution and shows real respect for the guy carrying the story forward. The bitter part, V-Jump confirmed the Dragon Ball Super manga is still on hiatus.
Yeah, because Shueisha owns it. Shueisha has control of that. Just because y'all getting some new anime crap don't mean Shueisha has to do a manga.
Not returning this month or the next. It definitely cools off the hype a little bit since we are all dying to see what happens after the superhero arc.
You got the anime back and now you're crying because you don't have the manga. Like, how about you just be satisfied with what you got? It doesn't even make any sense to act this way. You got the anime, you got what you claim you wanted, and now you're crying about not getting something else. This is like a kid that gets an Xbox on Christmas and cries that they didn't get a PlayStation. Come on, man.
But the message is clear. We just have to be a little more patient. Speaking of Toyotaro, a new interview just dropped where he made some wild confessions. He talked about the cover for Volume 24, the one featuring Ultra Instinct Goku, Ultra Ego Vegeta, Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, and Super Saiyan Broly. He admitted he pushed himself harder on that single illustration than ever before, and doubts he'll ever spend that much time on one drawing again. It really shows the pressure he feels as Toriyama's artistic successor, but here is where it gets crazy for the power scalers. Toyotaro explained that he deliberately designed that cover to put all 5 characters on an equal playing field. While they might not have the exact same power level technically, he confirmed they are all in the same tier. Nobody overwhelmingly outclasses the others right now. This completely shatters the old Dragon Ball formula.
It's completely stupid because Piccolo is not nearly as strong as any of them, even with his orange form. We all know that Broly is stronger than Goku and Vegeta. He literally fought a Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. And this Beast Gohan form, nobody knows anything about it, to be honest. We don't know how strong it is versus the other ones. So this is just all dumb hype for no reason.
Of one guy being the absolute strongest and establishes these 5 as the ultimate coexisting elite of Universe 7.
And Frieza one-shots them all, so who cares?
Finally, some news that makes the whole anime community proud. The absolute legend Masako Nozawa, the iconic voice of Goku, was just named one of the 6 winners of the 77th NHK Broadcasting Culture Award. This is a massive, prestigious honor
We don't care.
in Japan. She is being awarded the Futaba Bronze Statue for her historic contributions to the broadcasting industry and audiovisual culture. It just cements her legacy as one of the most important voices in Japanese animation history. Her voice has literally fueled millions of childhoods and helped turn Dragon Ball into a global powerhouse.
And we don't care. We don't care. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Dragon Ball Do Not Redeem. Hit the like button. Y'all know what to do. Leave me some comments. I'm sure somebody who doesn't like me is going to leave some kind of comment somewhere. Oh, you're just a hater. Wah, da, da, da. You know how it goes. It's a new month. Starting out new content. I'm going to try my best to be more consistent. I had a lot of work in February offline. I don't have as much this month as I did last month. So hopefully I'll be able to dedicate more time to making videos and whatnot and doing more live streams. But for now, I'm going to just focus on doing videos while I got work, and we'll worry about the streams later this week. Anywho's, appreciate y'all watching. I got more videos I got to make for my other channels. I will catch up with y'all later.